Now let's talk about scoring at the rim. You can move the pro stick diagonally up left or up right to control the direction of your layups. To avoid getting blocked, it's usually best to use the hand that's furthest away from the interior defender. The same directional control can also determine which hand you attempt to dunk with when driving and holding the sprint trigger. The quickest way to get a layup off in 2K is to use quick scoops and floaters. Hold the right stick left or right for quick scoops and down for floaters. If you're slashing through traffic, try the hop step, spin, and Euro layups. For hop steps, hold sprint and move and hold the pro stick down left or right. Euros can be triggered the same way, only without holding the sprint trigger. And spin layups can be performed by twirling and holding the pro stick. Another key addition to NBA 2K26 is the deceleration Euro step that you've seen become more popular in today's league. Now you can do the same thing by holding the left trigger and starting a Euro step layup. NBA 2K26 also features new custom layup packages, so you can build your own personal.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's Keontae George. Then there's Bailey, and it sends the ball in at the 2. And for the Rockets, Chelsea Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with MP. And it's Şengün in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Clark, 2 monumental forces will be generating a lot in the paint tonight with this center matchup we have.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of thumping and bumping, bruising and pushing. I mean, these two do not want to let the other one get the upper hand. I mean, might as well ring the bell because it's going to be close to a fight in there.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And P passes to Şengün. Here's Bailey. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Thompson dishes to MP. Kessler against Şengün. Rockets 6. A nice shot by MP. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now here's Thompson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. MP inside. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Şengün with the bucket.
You see right there, kind of this quiet strength that Şengün has. I mean, he's got balance, but his size and strength really an asset for him.
Now, here's George. Last time, 14 points for him. Tries again. And Kessler with a nice bucket inside.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Yeah, well done.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Now, here's MP. Smith on the wing. Here's MP. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes.
Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter basketball. Houston moving it around. Thompson passes to MP. The rebound by Collier.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Collier out there with Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bucks made some excellent plays. He tallied 10 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Great stuff, Allie. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
The Rockets making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier, and the rejection by MP.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Collier, following the score by Houston. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Van Vliet kicks to MP. The rebound by Collier.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets us.
That's the end of the game with your score. We appreciate everyone for coming out and showing your support. Please make sure to get home safe and come back soon.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
We can't let New York down. We can't let them down.
There you go.
My tip for as a center, when you get the rebound, don't just go right up right away. Don't go back up. Look for your guys. Your guys is usually open. Them corners be open. So look for the corners when you come down. Look for the tight. And if you don't see it, then go back up. That's a big. Because them corners, you going to hit that 3, and you already know that's that bash cash smash. You're going to be out there getting it. So...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long. And now Indiana's starting group. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Huff in at the center position. And for the Knicks, it's this new season is underway.
Yeah, you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
MP is checked in for New York. Then for Indiana, Toppin comes in for Huff. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Nesmith. And it's rejected.
Good defensive awareness that time by Toppin to come and block the shot.
Halliburton finds Mathurin.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Tyrese Halliburton.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. Here's Towns. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Nembhard into the lane. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
With that little quick burst, it's really tough to slow Andrew Nembhard down there.
Here's Brunson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans have dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Moore comes in for Hart, and Miller subbed in for Mikal Bridges. I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
First and three-point shooting, and they were top 5 in fewest turnovers. Their offense proved to be a well-oiled machine, and they made sure to emphasize the importance of controlling the rock and limiting giveaways.
And the three-point percentage you referred to, they put so much pressure on opponents with their shooting. They stretch a defense way beyond the three-point line. Here's Robinson. Back to MP. Goes up at the strike. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Robinson.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He needs to get that miss if it happens.
McConnell passes to Nembhard. Down low. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Nembhard. 6 points for Pascal Siakam.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Robinson against Siakam. Here's MP. And Toppin pulls it down.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
McConnell outside. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Tries yet again. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter.
And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. Both teams changing it up here. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. On the floor for Indiana, McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. Obi Toppin out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Toppin's shot is off.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
Knicks leading by 6. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And again, the Knicks missing. Indiana on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Now here's McConnell. He's closely guarded. Neesmith's shot is off.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To the inside. Back to MP. It's a mark. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Toppin is a Skywalker. Obi, insane verticality.
Here's Towns. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
His shooting has been fantastic. His team has leaned on it.
Outside Neesmith. And it's New York with a rebound. Bridges has got 5 rebounds in the game.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor in this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Nembhard outside. Siakam looking it over. The shot misses. A deep 3 from MP. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Time for a quick break. Then back to the action. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustment. Lineup here for New York. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Nembhard, he's checked in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. Pass to Toppin. 1:44 left in the third quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, BA, the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
They've got MP. Miller is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Moore in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Now that's defensive presence. Harassing the shooter and grabbing the miss.
McConnell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Nembhard. Over MP. And too long on the shot. New York leading by 8. And Miller the bucket on the assist by MP. Miller's gotten his first bucket of the night. McConnell passes to Toppin. Here's Nembhard. It's blocked. Mathurin against Miller. Here's MP. And he comes up with a bucket. And now a 12-point Knick lead.
And trust me, when the D's don't react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Throws it up high. Tipped. In transition, here they come. McBride passes to Robinson. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
Substitution for your Knicks. Number 50, Josh Hart.
Indiana with it. With one on the clock. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
39.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was...
Making a switch here. MP's checked in. Then for Indiana, Toppin. He's checked in for Siakam. And it's Walker in for Neesmith. And the shot goes. Nembhard's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Nembhard scoring it a bunch and leaving his fingerprints all over this contest.
On the floor for Indiana, Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Obi Toppin out there with Walker. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's MP. And it's in there. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Put that orange right to the rack and they just let it go by.
Nembhard. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Knicks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
So when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with the W. They show tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
He's playing bigger than his listed height. He's doing work on that glass.
And here's MP from outside. No good. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Give him space real quick.
Fire it.
There you go. There you go.
Good stuff.
As a point guard, man, you got to always be adaptable. As you can see early in the game, I wasn't really knocking my shots down, found different ways to impact the game, got my teammates open, and that opened up me to potentially be able to get the game winner, and we saw how that went.
I'm with him. He's way far out.
That's one way.
5.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Team community up by 2.
Go, Rod. Stay honest.
Good game.
Yo, that was a banger. My boy in that corner. That my boy Brittany.
And now, at guard.
Thanks. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in it. So Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
A nice shot by MP.
Oh, nice drive there. The bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Mitchell kicks to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by New York. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
Allen surveying the D. From 12 feet out. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard and Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
A different look now for Cleveland. Max Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Garland. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. New York leading by 3. MP high post to the middle. Moore with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Off the run, they get it back. Mobley, back to ball. Picked off in midair. Inside, here's Jadier. Bell time pass, and he goes straight to the...
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Pass to MP. Here's McBride. He's covered by Ball. And here is MP. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dadier. And again, it's New York.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. You can see how they're finishing
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Miller. MP is out there with Miles McBride. And it's Moore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Heat gave them a bit of a boost. He added 8 points and made an effort to share it with his guys, too. He stepped up his game tonight, and you could tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And in 2028, Cleveland poised GA to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise. GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Johnson the pass to MP. Now Hart. Back to MP. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Cleveland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Everyone in this team has to be loving this great season, finding his offensive rhythm.
Brunson kicks to MP. Outside for Robinson. Back to MP. To end the cold streak, chalk up 2 there. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell against MP. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. No good with the wing jumper.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Garland against Brunson. Here's MP. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 1.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Substitution
ends up going with the new group. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Over in the corner, McBride. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Dodgier to the paint. MP, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They've got Evan Mobley. Hunter's out there with Max Strus. And it's ball, so that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker
Third quarter action, just under 3.5 minutes have gone. 5 on the clock. From 13. He can't get that one.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And now, let's end it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy's a point guard. Back to you.
Yeah, a tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player his age. I can see him being a defensive player of the year candidate for many years to come. He is the anchor on this team.
McBride finds Hart. MP passes to McBride. MP inside. A shot. No good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend the rim.
Count that one.
And if all the guys who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
.30 seconds left here in the third quarter. New York leading by 7 to the inside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Hunter with it. He's got 6. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt is not going for it. And so it's New York ahead by 9 is the quarter.
New York, 56.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good.
Substitution on the court.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to MP. It's stolen by Allen.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. It just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Now the Knicks with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brunson kicks to MP. Out to Brunson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fight?
It's time now to present our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And he's had the high. Tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. So it's New York picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that
What's good, everybody? This is your favorite chef, Chef Cruz. I'm hoping you're enjoying your holidays, but more importantly, I'm hoping you're enjoying getting those holiday ethical buckets. See you out there on the court. Peace.
Hey, what's up, NBA 2K TV community? It's your boy Trudy Hansho, all the way from the Netherlands, and I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. I hope that you guys are enjoying some great vibes, and I hope to see you guys on the courts in NBA 2K26 in 2026. Enjoy the time, enjoy the holidays, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Yo, it's the one and only King Jordan DF. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Robinson is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, and we have the first game of the NBA Cup for each of these teams.
Well, with only 4 games in the group stage, you have to get off to a good start. This is a big game for both teams in the Cup. And, of course, this game counts in the regular season as well.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Norman Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Kobe White. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Moore. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Moore's got 6 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And good that time.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
MP against Hardaway. And that one's good. MP.
Those defense just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Right side, Jones. The Knicks pull it in. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Pass to Jones. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Hardaway for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
With 4 seconds on the clock, MP, no good.
You gotta give credit to the team for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
26.
New York ahead, up by 12. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got MP. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Miller is out there with Robinson. Brunson against Giddey. On the wing, Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. On the 3 off target.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Here's White. And stolen by Miller. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Powell, he's jacked in for Hardaway. Miller, no good on the free throw. Bulls trail by 16. Here's White. And that one hits back iron.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him all.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
When White is in rhythm, he is a good all-around scorer and can carry the offense in stretches.
It's his first trip to the line, and that one falls for White. So for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. So it's New York holding a big 18-point lead. Quarters and their ability to get points.
33, the Knicks, 51.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
Substitute
for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Barnes. Hardaway is subbed in for Norman Powell. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Miller. And MP subbed in for Bridges. And that one's good, MP.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Giddey against Brunson. Giddey the pass to Hardaway. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. Brunson kicks to MP. Pass to Robinson. Back to MP. Ball's knocked loose. And they're moving it up. And that one drops. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Always has his head up. Giddey unselfish with it.
And here is more. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
At the elbow, it's MP. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Giddey. At the elbow, Buzelis. Moore with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. White against MP. Here's Anunoby. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Anunoby's got 4 this quarter.
And with the defense focused on his inside game, it lets Anunoby exploit the space from that mid-range area.
Giddey the pass to Hardaway. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Giddey. Anunoby sends it back.
And Anunoby takes pride in this. Blocks like that can really help build momentum. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's White. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Chicago making some changes. Barnes is checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Kobe White. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And then for New York, Miller's checked in for Moore. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Up top, McBride. Defended by Jones. Robinson misses. Here's Bruce Ellis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's New York finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points.
The Knicks, 66.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
Bulls with some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Barnes. White comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Jones. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control the game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Miles McBride out there with MP. Then it's Miller, and it's Dadier in at the 3 spot. MP, no good. And so White will bring it up for Chicago.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win in port, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Hardaway comes in for Powell. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Here's MP. And falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moment to put this game away in style.
Jones kicks to Smith. Pass to Vucevic. Off the mark. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and
Hey everyone, Scott Moak here, PA announcer for the Sacramento Kings. Back again for a double dose of top plays. Gift wrapped and ready to open. Let's go! We're in the event center with D-Dot. Chases down the block, surveys the floor on the break, and pops a green three after the pass fake. You can't intercept a pass that's not thrown, I guess. A bold decision cashes in on a self-made fast break.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sport. And now the opening lineup for New York. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Diawara in at the power forward position. And for Houston, inside Smith and Chingu. For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Sengun, and Tari Eason subbed in for Durant. New York shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And really, the heartbeat of this next team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving him the leeway to enhance their talent.
And that was good. Shepard's got his second bucket on the night.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepard, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
MP finds Miller. Back to MP. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Houston leading by 3. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Shepard. And the switch here also for New York. Almost checked in. Thompson, no good on the free throw.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
MP, no good. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. First chance of the season for them to go up against this next team.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Out to the right wing. Here's Oklahoma, defended by Thompson. And it's Oklahoma missing.
He did everything.
got 11.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in the groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets.
In for the Knicks, number 50.
And so it's Houston up by a healthy 8 points for the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And for those making some changes, Kevin Durant comes in for Easton, and it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Shepard is out there with Thompson, and Şengün in at the 5, holding the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Heat gave them a bit of a boost. He had 8 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. He gives them a real weapon coming off the bench. We'll see if he can match that up for tonight, guys.
All right, Alex, thanks for the update. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be different.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella comes in for Şengün, and it's Smith in for Smith.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, yeah.
Hey, little exclamation point. Knicks trail by 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to MP. Stolen. By Thompson. Here we go. Moving it up. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Now here's Bridges. Defended by Thompson. Back to Bridges. Here's a warm-up. 5 to shoot. MP uses the glass to finish the layup.
Credit. Discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Houston leading by 10. Thompson right side. Nice D from Bridges.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
To the middle. Here's more. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Shepard, covered by MP. And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella. And he's got a lot of them.
MP inside. Excellent D there from Capella. Inside. The kick to Durant. Releases. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Houston Rockets.
60. New York, 50.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Kevin Durant making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Eason comes in for Durant. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepard. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off the game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
On the court right now for the Knicks. 2 minutes. They've got Miles McBride. He's out there with MP. And it's Moore in at the 5, down low.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. And Capella gets it to go.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Outside McBride to the right side. MP up top. Pass to Moore. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Moore's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Thompson. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps stringing these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Moore. It's good. Moore's got 8. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Van Vliet outside. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebound.
That one's good by Moore.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management in these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Puts one up from 19. And he can't get that one. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Rockets are...
New York.
And it's time to bring out the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dodge. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times, a spectacular pass is...
Making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Smith. And Tari Easton subbed in for Thompson. Inside, Smith and Shingu. Shepard's out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Easton and it's small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop on the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Will it go? The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. Here's to play in the fourth. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Amen Thompson's checked in for Houston. Here's MP. The kick out to Brunson. Pass to Dadier. New York working the ball around now. The offensive rebound. MP outside. Back to Robinson. Here's Brunson. And again, the Knicks missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Smith outside. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Dadier. MP up top. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Robinson passes to Brunson. Here's MP. And it's in.
Timeout. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 5. 17 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts? So New York wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.